So our next section is going to be about doctors and medicine. So what would happen if you got sick back in colonial times? Well, usually there wasn't much to do but let your body kind of just ride it out. So usually your mother would take care of you, and she would push your bed closer to the fire. And if she needed to, she might think of what kind of medicine to give you. Now, back in colonial times, the medicines that were used were called herbs. And herbs were thought to do everything from cure cuts to heal swelling to even mend broken bones. People also had some strange ideas about medicine. This one down here was ground up roasted toads placed in your tea was thought to be a cure. Another was the governor of John Winthrop wrote this down in a book. And his cure for a man with a fever was to cut that man's fingernails and place those fingernails in a small linen sack. Then go get yourself an eel, put that eel in a tub. Tie the bag of fingernail clippings around the eel's neck, and eventually that fingernail clippings bag will drown the eel. And when that eel drowns, the man will get better. Like I said, some strange ideas about how to cure some of the sicknesses that were back then. So were there doctors in colonial days? And the answer is yes, there were, but there weren't many. They were few and far between. Sometimes it might take days for a neighbor, if you were lucky enough, to go find a doctor and bring the doctor back to you. A common cure for some of these doctors was to do something called bleeding. And that would be to take an artery or vein and simply cut it and allow blood to come out of you, thinking that the sickness that was inside of you would be released inside your blood. So that wraps up doctors and medicine.